Okay, hope everybody's having a good night and good evening. I know it's a late night stream, but I had a lot of stuff to tackle, had a lot of stuff to handle. I'm going to do this credit union video tomorrow, so that's going to be all the credit unions that are very lender friendly. But I hope you guys been paying attention to all of my stocks that I told you about to bet on when the stock market is getting crushed. Everybody pretty much understands what the scenario is. I don't got to keep exerting the situation, which we already know the big elephant in the room. But all of the SP 500 bear stocks has been winning. SPXS, I hope you guys been invested in that. Yang blew up 12% in one day. And I told you guys about Yang for like a minute, but Yang is pretty much doing well. Basic materials, aluminum, gold, and exploded. So people are going to be able to get a good understanding of what is sector rotating, where if you got multi-billionaire hedge funds that are selling off tech stocks, they get involved in gold, palladium, platinum. That's why a lot of materials is at risk of getting stolen, because copper is worth a lot of money. People don't realize that, copper yards get stolen and get taken for all their stuff all the time. But I feel good. It feels good to be right for a change. Because the bear market, people literally get whooped when it comes to a bullish market tends. But I think people are just such ambitious when it comes to what to do next. I think people should focus on high ticket products. Like I said, sell furniture. But let me share my screen so I can give you guys a drop shipper that I came across of. And thank you for the donation. I appreciate you. That's rarely rare. But thank you. I appreciate it. Everybody that's coming in. So let me type in my chat fashion. Okay. Front. There we go. There we go. Okay. Even though this is in the UK, I have a lot of people that are doing global traffic ads. So they're literally going from UK, they're going from scenarios of France, European markets and models. But if you want to do this in America, get you a sourcing agent. You can get those on Fiverr and Upwork. That's very easy. So a sourcing agent has a connection with the supplier directly. People should always focus on having one that can be in China, where they can inspect all the gear. They can inspect everything that's going on with the scenario. So this is a dropship model. So this is pretty much a similar aspect to AliExpress. So high ticket furniture, you can get a lot of furniture ideas from this website, but use AliExpress American suppliers. You copy and paste any of these titles right here, because you can sell these things for $4,000 easily. You just mark up your price. But this is in the UK. That's the only drawback from this. So now I'm starting to put more marketing and targeting in the UK, because that British pound is worth more. Your money actually accumulates and piles up when it comes to British pounds. So I think everybody should focus at least on diverting your attention to the news. Focus on selling something, because tax return season, that's coming in America. I don't know what Uncle Joey is doing at the White House, but usually those things are supposed to be here by now. But when they get it, they'll spend a lot of money on furniture. This is useful because they have a direct line. So you got to get on WhatsApp, call them on WhatsApp, and be able to register right here and figure out what products that you can sell. Office space. You can sell at least a corporate office chair, get it for $1,400, resell it for $3,200. That's your net profit. Now, with furniture, it's going to cost you around $100 to $150 per sale to be able to get a high ticket sale. So Facebook ads, you run through your money, Google Ads, it's more preserved. But these are just niche ideas for high ticket drop shipping and high ticket selling. But all this is pretty much for high ticket drop shipping. You can use some of this copy to add to your website, or you can get a copywriter to remix this sales text right here. But that's just one idea. That's just one idea. Let me put this link in the chat down so people can get an understanding of what's going on. So this is one drop shipper. Then I'm gonna pull up an iPhone supplier. So that's US mobile phones. So I'm gonna give you guys the iPhone supplier plug right now. Because goddamn it, you're gonna benefit from this shit. Because with inflation, all the people that are the winners are the people that are in stocks, that are invested in the basic materials, the merchant people that's selling you high ticket furniture, high ticket products, anything that's in the merchant realm. So people that took advantage of drop shipping in the start of the COVID era, got their stimulus check from Trump, got their stimulus check from Biden, that put it in their marketing, that was a very smart idea. It was a very smart idea. Now your boss wants you to come back to work. So your boss say, we don't give a damn. The pandemic over, literally in 2 months. That is funny how something so serious. Thank God I didn't get myself emotionally invested. You had people that were so emotionally invested in this. You had like a lot of dudes thinking that it was going to last until 2025, which, I don't know. That's not even economically sensible at that point. But if anybody wants to come up on the panel, feel free to come up on the panel. So let me type up my iPhone supplier, US mobile phones. There you go. In Brooklyn. Okay, so that's in Brooklyn, New York. So let me share my screen. Okay, there we go. So this is a wholesale iPhone supplier that you guys can go to. Only thing you need is your LLC. Mind you, have your LLC ready, because we got to get you guys selling these iPhones at Christmas, mind you, because with inflation, with World War III, whatever they say, people are still going to buy them some iPhones. So listen up, get smart, beat out your competition, and start selling your neighbors shit. That's selling your neighbors some shit, man. We gotta beat out the competition. We gotta be better than the other guy, because the other guy is too focused on bullshit. So this is one of my iPhone suppliers right here. I have 7, but this is one of them that is in Brooklyn, New York. So they do international shipping, they do drop shipping, they have accurate testing. They got refurb iPhones, they got the 11s, the 12s, the 13s. They got a 100-point system, so they do retail and wholesale. If you want to get involved in their wholesale as an authorized seller, get you an LLC. And that's why I need to get everybody funding, because they want $10,000 so you can be able to get 20 iPhones to sell. So that's how much everything is. The minimum order is around 10. You can start buying 10. But if you have your business credit and the credit funding from me, you can be able to buy 50. And you can go on OfferUp, eBay, resell these things. But this is one of my suppliers, wholesale supplier, mind you. Here's the link to the website. Find out how much in inventory they got on hand, how much that you got to spend. But we gotta figure it out. We gotta figure it out now. Respect to everybody that's coming in. Chaos, I see you. Please like the video. Please share, subscribe, and also tell a friend to tell a friend. But is my iPhone wholesale supplier right there? No. When it comes to a lot of wholesale suppliers, they have what they call a minimum order quantity. That's when you're dealing with the manufacturer, the supplier, the distributor, the trading company. So in order to get you guys involved when it comes to iPhones, it may take 5,000, it may take 10, but I'm not taking it. That's the that's literally the supplier that needs everybody to get involved when it comes from a wholesale price standpoint. You can buy just one for $600, you know, and flip it for 2,000. You got to buy like 10, 15 to get the wholesale price. But that's something that I'm trying to get you guys to understand on the channel, and for everybody that's in replay, that everything that you're going to do when it comes to either drop shipping, wholesaling, or reselling, you got to be able to figure out, one, who is the supplier source that's willing to work with you with little to any red tape. But this is my Apple iPhone supplier in Brooklyn, NYC. So we're gonna I'm gonna also transition to real estate, but I want to share my screen. So now Wally, not I know Wally like, damn, 10K. That's why I try to get everybody funding on the channel, so the 10K won't really be a problem when it comes to investing in some inventory, because that can be written off too, mind you. So that's the iPhone supplier right there. Brooklyn, New York. Hold on, let me do that one more time. Okay. Yeah, man, that's why I try to get everybody funding, Wally. Yo, come up on the panel, man. Come up on the panel. Anybody that wants to come up on the panel, talk with me for a second. Because I can answer questions on the spot without this delay. But yes. Used phones, yes, I know. But they got new phones. So they have used refurbs and they have new coming out the box. So the refurbs of the iPhone 12s and 13s, that's going to range around $400 to $600. The new ones, that's going to be like $700. But you can still resell them for like $1,200. And a lot of people in the chat, when I talked about people about this, you could resell it for $2,100. So this is your supplier chain right here. This is your supplier chain. I've been working with them since 2018. So I've been dealing with these guys for a minute. But yes, this is the supplier source when it comes to all iPhones. They're very easy to work with. Now, other iPhone suppliers, they're going to ask you how long you've been selling iPhones, how long you've been in the business. Could we get your authorized seller number from Apple? You don't need all this to be able to get your inventory. Now, Amazon, if you're going to try to sell these bad boys on Amazon, they stop allowing people without a license to sell on Amazon. eBay's the way now. OfferUp, Let's Go, Mary Cart. Let me click on this. If you guys need a specific sales manager, I'll give you the sales manager's phone number right now. If you're going to say, real deal, I need somebody to talk to right now. But this is the WhatsApp number. This is their corporate office. Oh, man, I messed up. Hold on. Corporate office, WhatsApp number, location. Because they got one in Brunswick. The one in Brunswick is a little better than the one in Brooklyn. I just know somebody in Brooklyn. But this is your supplier source right here. I'm going to give you guys a script later on when it comes to that. For all the people that's coming in, please like the video. Please like the video. Please like, share, and subscribe. Goddamn. Please like and share and subscribe. Come up on the panel. Let's talk, man. We need to get everybody ready for resale, man. Because if inflation is going to go up 40, 50% every single month, it seems like, you need to be profiting out there, sir, or ma'am, or whoever that's you out there. You need to start profiting. Profit on these dummies, because these dummies are going to keep on spending. They're going to keep on spending. And they're not even blaming Biden. That is funny. If it was the other guy, it would have been it in the world. It must be good to be Biden, where you don't get blamed for nothing. You can just blame the other guy. And everybody on the media just go with it. I don't want to make it too political, but yo, like, This could have been controlled by price freezes. I hope everybody knows that. Price freezes and oversupplying the oil situation where everybody don't have to get their ass whooped at the pump, man. You know, we gotta do it like this, man. If you don't have an LLC, get one. If you don't have your trademark, get one. DUNS number, get one. Focus on making some good networking when it comes from suppliers. You know, you got like a supplier that I'm gonna give you right now. It's in the furniture niche, but the furniture niche is very profitable. So this is my supplier right here, gfern.com. That's my second wholesale furniture supplier right here. So let me send the link in the chat. Wholesale furniture drop shipper. Joey, what's happening? What's happening, Joey? Yesterday's price isn't today's. That's what's going on with the oil. Now they're saying that barrels of oil is going to be $250 a barrel. So yes, yesterday's price is not today's. Matter of fact, let me see that article I was looking at. $10 a gallon gas. Let me share my screen so you guys can see. Let me put supplier. Hey Slim, I see you. Appreciate everybody that's coming in. Please like the video on your way out. Okay, so here's one of the suppliers right here. Put that link in the chat. Bingo. So let me share my screen. But yeah, $10 a gallon gas, man. We about to get spanked. Biden don't give a damn. He's saying you gonna pay it anyway, right? Oh God, yeah. This is messed up, man. Biden is banging on the American people and say, what you gonna do? This is literally on some Debo shit. Ain't that a bitch? That is messed up. But now you got like all the media pretty much covering, saying that, oh, gas prices are going up, but not $10 a gallon. Or like, dude, see, Massachusetts has set a record high, according to AAA. Like, yo, this is terrible. And a California town charges $8 a gallon. That's the link that I want to show you guys. If we're going to talk finances, we can't talk finances without talking about consumer prices that hits all of us hard. Like, this hits every single one hard. Like, dude. And it can all been controlled by Biden not touching the pipelines. And if it did got bad like this, he can just oversupply all of our drilling at home. But it says here, prices so high and consumers are perplexed that Google search of why gas prices going up has spiked this month. Likewise, people are pleading when are gas prices going down, which also has been trending on Google. But it can go down if Joey just open up the pipelines. So it says here, okay, well, 554. This is definitely not accurate. It's at least 580 at the average, but I digress. But it says here it's about $1.16 higher on the national average. Yes, we lead all expensive shit. Okay, but one Bull gas station along with Big Sur Coast is charging $7.59 a gallon for regular. So for regulars, they're charging this, mind you. And this weekend, nearly $8.50 for premium. So Gorda by the Sea Mini Mart. So they charging that on that level. $7.59 is the gas station right here. This is bad, y'all. This is absolutely terrible. I would not want to be the president right now. I'd have gave Kamala the keys to the truck at this point, because boy, if this doesn't lead to a riot, I don't know what does. Because people in the 70s was talking about how they had an embargo problem, and that wound up leading to gas lines, pregnant women getting knocked out in the lines, everybody going batshit crazy. People siphoning gas, houses getting blown up because people are siphoning gas. It says here, and the prices in Southern California is the highest it has ever been in the last decade. So these are rough estimates. They're saying $19 more to fill up a standard 14-gallon tank that they had a year ago. But this could be controlled. Price freezes, stop begging for OPEC countries, because Joe Biden is going to go to Saudi Arabia, and it's going to be the longest no ever, because it takes 12 hours to fly there, 12 hours to get back, and OPEC is going to tell him, get lost. Because I'm looking at the news sources, they don't even want to even look at Biden's face right now, because they still remember the Jamal Khashoggi incident. They still remember the Jamal Khashoggi incident where they literally got on him about the situation, which, it's neither here nor there. When it comes to everything involved, we got to be diplomatic, man. We got a lot of enemies that we do business with. Now, that's just the American way. Please like the video, open panel. Click on the link, open panel. But let me pull up another news article, because I got to get you guys informed, because only how I make my trading investment decisions or any type of moves is based off of geopolitical. That's why all the stocks that I was invested in and we was invested in last year on the channel were green energy. When it was up, we was investing in oil and gas because it was super cheap. But people was looking at it where, can oil and gas compete with green energy? Yes, it's pretty much shown that green energy needs 10 to 15 years of infrastructure build out to order to be able to have everybody that's in the chat a charging station. Then they need to overbuild and oversupply the vehicles so it can be cheaper. Because if everybody say, well, gas is tripping, real deal, I need to save some money, I'm buying a Tesla. I'm gonna say, well, how much is the note? How much is the note? Because Tesla's $70,000, $80,000 cars, so that's not, that's not the cheapest thing. They got hydrogen cars. If you guys want to go green energy that bad, you got hydrogen cars. But Biden to Saudi Arabia. So I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna give you guys the link. So he'll make the trip. He'll make the Saudi trip. I hope he don't say nothing stupid though, because we can't have no more blunders, man. Because it's all funny to get a couple laughs in, but at the all honesty, man, we got to be serious at this, because Joey will literally look at the camera and look like a deer in the woods. He will literally look lost in front of all these people. We can't have that. We cannot have that. But if he can do the strategic thing and try to be diplomatic, then they might supply the oil. But they told them no last time. But it says here, Saudi Arabia and AE leaders declined calls with Biden amid fears on oil prices. Declined. So 2 hours ago, declined. And we're depending on OPEC to help us out, to lower the gas back to $250 a gallon. And they're already saying that we ain't rocking with you, Joey. We got to deal with this, something different. Yeah, Joey, keep watching those videos, man, because Mark is going to get everybody involved in commercial real estate. He has a partnership with an oil company. Mark does. And the oil company saying that they're going to make the most money possible. Actually, one of the scenarios, they saying $10 trillion is going to be made on this oil surge. Because the barrels per oil, they talking about $200 a barrel. Barrel of crude oil, mind you, not Brent, but crude. I just want Biden to get this shit done, man, because we can't suffer 4 years of high, extremely oil prices where we didn't get our ass whipped to infinity and beyond. Like, he's supposed to have all this experience. All these people that was so hyped saying that he's supposed to have all this experience. Where is the experience? Please, Mr. Biden, show itself. Because, dude, your fault, your fan base, your voters, they need you. Hell, we all need you, to be honest, because it can hit $200 a barrel and keep on kicking. $200 a barrel. Do y'all know what that means for you? So Bank of America, talking about oil could hit 200 a barrel. Worst case scenario. I'm not sneezing on anything because it seems like anything is happening. Anything is happening in this situation. We got to deal with every damn thing that's gonna. And plus, we also got to wait for the next chapter of the story, meaning that when China take over Taiwan, that's going to be another story. Then Lil Kim, when it comes to bombing Guam potentially, that's going to be the next chapter. I bet you that's going to be next on the script. Watch. Because everybody is literally looking at the situation of Afghanistan fell, Ukraine fell, Tonga fell. Don't let Guam fall, because we got treaties with Guam where if Guam falls, then shit, the draft might go in that segment of the situation where we got to get involved. Plus the South China Sea, Hillary was hell-bent on the South China Sea. But it says here the price of oil just keep on climbing. Okay, Harris warning as it comes into Brent crude oil as a light crude oil that originates in oil fields in North Sea between Shetland Islands and Norway. Moved as high as $139 on Monday. So that's per barrel. So we got to talk per barrel talk. So anything that's like 200, that means that the relative price got to be what, $8, not nationwide, but like the nationwide average has to be like 6. If it to get $200 a barrel, it would have to be 6 nationwide, and it would have to be 8 in the West Coast, New York, New Jersey, because everything that's in coastal would always be expensive. The sudden rise in prices on Monday was triggered by the party's idea of the Russian oil embargo. Now, Biden already stating that he did a ban on oil. So this is going to keep on going. So some giants are still buying from Russia. Okay. So we still got people that's still saying that, don't worry, we still spend, your oil is good with us. Another bank, JP Morgan, also cautioned investors of the impact of rising oil prices on the U.S. and the European economy growth over the weekend. The consequences of a complete shutoff of Russian oil, so that's 4.3 million barrels per day of oil exports to the United States and Europe, could be dramatic. The bank also wrote that the note to the clients per CNBC. Oil prices have remained over $100 per barrel, the first time since 2014 amid the Russian full-scale invasion of Ukraine late on February. Before the invasion, Russian exports represented roughly 7% of the total global oil supply. The loss of the exports had serious effects on the market. So if we have 7%, they have 7%. But looking at the calculations for America, they was providing 585,000. So that means the rest goes to Europe. We can literally open up our pipelines where we can have 800,000 barrels per day. And that's something on literally Joey's people is literally giving him the numbers, literally trying to tell him that if you play it right, we can be able to do it all in-house. Which ain't it smart to do things all in-house? But now they're banging on ExxonMobil. So ExxonMobil has a dividend stock that's literally been one of the best performers. ExxonMobil also has a lawsuit involving Biden needing to crack down on profits of fossil fuel companies. So the climate hawk agenda, but Biden's going to die on this hill. And this is a bad hill to die on, because if we get oil that's like seriously $7 per gallon, can anybody imagine themselves going to work when your boss is saying, come back to work, pandemic over? Plus, you got oil prices going that high. I feel sorry for anybody that didn't plan for this, because I plan based off of one, me not having no confidence in administration. I told everybody from my newsletters, from people that didn't book the consultation. I gave everybody a free newsletter in January of 2021. And I could still give everybody that's listening to Clouds, a free newsletter. Just email me. But we got to get you guys prepared, because this is bad. And I am not the alarmist at all. But you got like corporations and oil giants saying that we got like something that's still climbing and keep on climbing, because we have to just make sure that everybody that's coming in understand that there are cities in Cali that are charging close to $8 per gallon. Because I had to show you guys this. So this is the gas station right here. So let me replay it one more time so this can sink in. So the gas at Gorda by C Mini Mart is charging $7.59. It's not populated. From the picture, I hardly see any damn cars. But I got to give you guys this link. Hardly anybody's out there. Now, the gas station where I'm at is charging $5.88, $6.15. So let's do the math. If you're literally going back and forth to work, how many gallons of gas does it take for you to do that? Please, somebody in the chat, type that in. And all the people that's in, please like the video. This is open panel. But please tell me, how much does it take to get you from point A to point B at work? Because I'm a person that has to go to LA, Temecula all the fucking time. LA to Vegas all the fucking time. Vegas to Arizona all the fucking time. So that means anybody that's traveling right now might as well just get themselves an electric bike at this point. In order to save themselves $400, $500, $600, because now they're making oil into a luxury. So this is an open panel for all people that's coming in. Braxton, respect to you. Anybody that wants to come up on the panel, feel free to come up on the panel. Feel free to come up, open panel. I want to hear people's discussion when it comes to this. I want to figure out what is in people's minds, because literally, Bank of America already saying that $200, that can be a real thing. So Bank of America, they are big bank traders. They bank trade oil and gas. That's something that you can literally fall back on. So let me go on Capital Trades so we can look at your favorite politician stock trades. So let's do at capitaltrades.com right now. So Capital Trades. Okay. Okay. So Nancy got $53 million in the bank. She rich, dog. She got 74 trades. So she is literally like big kahuna fish when it comes to politics. Even people that aren't very political, they still should focus on this website, because this website is going to save everybody a ton of headaches, pains when it comes to investment trading. And plus, you could be ahead of the curve when it comes to most people in America. You'll be more ahead of the curve than a lot of people that voted for her in her district, because, her district is so easy for anybody that's a Democrat to win, that you can run and win in her district. So, but this is all the information you need to know. So she's been actively trading since 1987. She got 54 we could just say 54 million. 54 million, 74 trades. This is the sectors that she's mostly traded in: information technology, communication services, financials, consumer discretionary. Most of her trades is Apple, Amazon, Salesforce. This stock right here, I don't know this stock, but she's heavily invested because this is most of her trades being executed. So this is in the past 3 years. So this is the chart in the past 3. So the past month of her trade history. So her portfolio has been crashing. So that's because of all the technology stocks has been shorting, getting beaten up. So if the market was going super good, say if it was in a strong stock market economy, her trading value right here on the far left right here would be probably around 150 million. It would have tripled. It would at least tripled. Okay. Okay. So let's keep going. So 16 politicians has 13,000 trades in my state. So we get busy here in Cali. We confuse you with all the media and TV, so you're not paying attention. But in the backgrounds, we trading, we figuring out short plays. We got call options, we got puts. So all these politicians usually copy off of each other, as you can see, because that's why everybody is literally getting into ass whoop when it comes to their trade patterns. So this is something to keep involvement with, because if you're going to get involved in politics as a voter, hopefully lobbying, because people need to get the financials up, then the lobby if you really want to make change. And these are all the politicians in California that do most of these trades. Both Democrat and Republican investors in Tesla, but mostly Democrat that you see is Alan Lowe. So he has Citigroup, an American tower company. This is the largest real estate company pretty much on earth that's publicly traded. And as you can see, all the people that are mostly invested in top trades by Democrats, top trades by Republicans. But American Tower Corp is literally mostly all the tower poles that you see from every street. That's all their involvement. So Ro Khanna, I've literally paid attention to his trade since 2020, and it's been a good move. So the past 2 years, it's been me paying attention what Ro Khanna is doing. So the past 3 years, it's been good because I literally paid attention about him based off of the stimulus, California stimulus that they had for $600 for all the people that was in California. I got that California stimulus. You pretty much know what I'm talking about. So as we can see, that's his tweets. Not important. Most of his trades that I invested in, I actually bought this. Now, all your cybersecurity stocks like Datadog that I've been telling you guys about, this is cybersecurity when it comes to the healthcare. So this has acquisitions when it comes to biotech and cybersecurity in the healthcare niche. So this is all of the tracking that you guys need to know. The largest holder on this is a Republican. She owns more of this because she has like $1 million in portfolio. So this is just her volume of how much she's bought, but she made an other buy entry because that got leaked. Everything that these politicians do get leaked, but Diana, she's been getting busy when it comes to this company. So I have both calls and puts. So as you can see, I had a put when it came to a big run up right here. So I made money on this entry. Then I got out. It went up. So if I would have kept my trade more than, how can I say, 6 months, because I usually do the 6-month method when it comes to my option trading, but this was important because it had catalyst news, and you had politicians that would just piggyback off of each other. So that's good because you got a lot of buy entries. If politicians piggyback off of it, it has upside. So let me put that link in the chat for you guys. So Rokana and Nancy has literally made people a lot of money just piggybacking off of that. I'm going to help every single one of you guys to focus on capital trades, focus on tip ranks, focus on hedge follow, and also use Open Insider. So I got to give you guys Open Insider before I leave. So capital trades, politician, stock portfolio. So Open Insider is important because you can be able to get all of the inside trades and figure out the big moves before the media gets into it. But it's public because, this is not complete insider type of scenarios, but this is something that you guys got to pay attention on. So let me share my screen. Share my screen right here. There we go. So this is everything you need to know. Everything you need to know. So today you had somebody buying more surgical masks. So literally, wink, wink, even though that they say COVID is over, a lot of these CEOs, a lot of these big investors are still buying a lot of your surgical masks, gear for healthcare agents, because healthcare agents are going to be using those pretty much forever. So you could pretty much see the industries from agents, insurance brokers. So this person, he bought his share, so that's 92,000. He added to his portfolio. I want to see the big volume of today. I want to see the people that put in at least $1 million or more. So let me put the filter on. So minimum share price, $1. Maximum, let's make it affordable for everybody. $1 to $5. Because that's affordable for everybody. Filing date, last 3 days. There we go. See if we can find something in the last 3 days that's $1 to $5. If we can't, I'll just filter it down. Okay. So BHG, healthcare group. I want to buy this because you're dealing with planes and plane manufacturer. Because Archer is literally plane equipment, materials, supply. That's important because Boeing, say a random guess, Boeing does a acquisition with this company. That's going to be very good for the people that got involved. So this is a 10% investor. So when they have 10% in director, so he owns 10% of the company. So he did a share buyback. He bought and reinvest inside that company. Pretty much, as you could see, if I'm not mistaken, it seemed like they're buying all the cheap biotech stocks because biotech is very cheap. Because look at all that beaten up. Look at that. That is literally a good price entry. It went from $12 to 70 cents. And that's because everything in biotech got its ass whooped. As soon as 2021 came around, everything that was in biotech got plummeted. So mind you, this is not my stock advice. Like with this chart looks good. I'm going to focus on having a put because I think this stock is going to go lower than $1.50. So I'm gonna buy 100 shares of this company, and I'm gonna sell puts on the shares that I own, so I can be able to make money off of the needle going downward on this chart. I'm gonna make me some money off of doing my put options. I might have a call in 6 months to be able to help me on some upside, but I think this is gonna go lower than $1.50 per share. It's at $1.68. So shorting these stocks isn't bad. So if you short these stocks, you're gonna get a lot of money based off of it keep going downward. Like, this is consolidated. I hate when the market is sideways like that because it's hard to tell if it's gonna go up. Like, it might elevate it up, probably, say, if it has good catalysts, if it escalates up, people that have call options in the money, they're gonna be very happy. Now, people that short, they're gonna have to buy shares to be able to cover their position and not get beaten up, because big run-ups, you short every type of big run-up. Like on the top of this chart right here, shorting, whoever that shorted their money on that stock, bet against the stock, they made money. So everything in biotech is based off of your news catalyst, because biotech stocks be having it one day where it gets approved for its clinical trial, everybody's clapping, people make money, then it just goes down. So everything's in therapeutics. So you got CEOs purchasing. He bought 3,000 shares. Now this was a great shorting opportunity. Whoever that Lily had to put, they probably made 5,000% off of shorting the stock all the way down, because this stock was $60 a share. Now it's at $2. Then you got the director that's purchasing 40,000, so he's buying the dip himself. Let's look at the top purchases for today, just in general. Okay, so this is a banking stock. So interest rates going up. The executive, the COB, chief officer of banking, I guess. He bought him some shares. Now he got 1.1 million. No, 1.9 million in value. Pardon me. So all this is important, everybody. If you're going to get involved in the market, you got to figure out who is doing all of the stock buybacks. But I was more like getting you guys involved when it comes to betting against the market. So let me do this really quick, because I got everybody attention. So for all the people that say, well, real deal, the market is getting beat, I don't see how you're making money. SPXS is the way how I'm making money, because this goes up when the market is doing terrible. So this is a good call option for me, but I hold on to this based off of, one, the huge sell-off of the market. Two, the way how the market seemed like it's being very beaten up over this news about Russia and Ukraine. Three, oil prices doesn't necessarily help the market sentiment at all. But in the past 5 days, I've been right. Past month, I've been even more right. So 30% in the month. For all the people that has been on my channel, and I've been literally telling everybody that when the market is getting beat up, invest in bear stocks. Invest in bear stocks. Yang. This has been good because the Chinese market is literally getting beaten down by Xi Jinping. So we up another 4%. So you When it's a bear market, when the market is down and crushed, you invest in those stocks so you can be able to hedge against all of the unnecessary problems that's going on. Because people will literally tell you doom and gloom without no type of strategy to be able to invest on the inverse. So everything that's on the inverse, as we can see the past 5 days, 35%, 84% in the past month. So people are going to pay attention when I'm telling you guys about bear stocks, because I've been telling you guys on the old channel from third stimulus 6 months ago, 2 months ago, to focus on these type of plays, because you're going to help yourself by investing on that, because everybody that's looking at crypto, they're getting beat. They're getting beat down. So all that just being said is just me providing everybody a notable solution. Just a notable solution. That's just all. Because everybody's going to just leave it like it's just all messed up and we can't do nothing about it. Not true. Follow the money. Everybody, I swear, people be talking cliches and don't be using their own advice. Follow the money, remember? So for following the money, we're betting against the market. Betting against the market. And it's beautiful, because I get emails from people that are literally paying attention. So I'm not mad at my audience at all, because my audience can be like 5 people every single day. But mind you, I'm getting like 20 emails of people just watching the replays that are noticing that, yes, the Chinese market is getting whooped. I say, well, see, told you. This is just something where you can get 3x leverage. So the Chinese market has been down 30%, but you get 3x the return because it's amplified. Plus, it's bear puts. So they're buying bear puts for you. So they're doing all of the option trading, heavy lifting work for you. So let's see how much is Bitcoin. Let's see how much is Bitcoin. Let's take a sneaky peek at the Bitcoin price. BTC. So whoever that invested in the Chinese bear, they would have put in at that 1,500, they would have got $3,000 right now. So they doubled their money. So I did what I had to do. So I'm happy. So 39. So I'm not liking this. Bitcoin just keep going down and down and down. Ooh, hopefully the Chinese and the Russians start buying this shit again. Because if it does, it could go back to 50 with no problem. Okay, so 39. Ooh. So we got it at 39.5. 39.5. 39.5. I want to look at the market. Let's see what's the spread. I swear I hate StreamYard. They always be doing this when it comes to that. Let me put the link in the chat so everybody can click on to see the price of coin on the spot. Wacky, what's going on, man? Come up on the panel, man. Come up on the panel, man. If I was talking about the old usual, everybody been jumping on. If it don't got controversy, people don't want it. Yo, I respect everybody that came in on the panel. I came on the panel, but like the video, mind you. But that's the price of Bitcoin right now, man. We looking kind of short right now. That's supposed to be going up right now because gold has literally exploded. Palladium, copper, all the things that I told you in January of 2021, they're exploding right now. And I would have thought Bitcoin would had some big boom action, but we had 39.5. 39.5. Oof. No problem, Whack, no issue. So for Bitcoin aspect, 39.5, it was supposed to be skyrocketing right now. If it was the hedge against inflation, it'd have been up right now. And that's not me hating on it. I want to go up because I looked at the stat chart. Most of the people that are invested in it, 66% is ages of 18 to 30, 18 to 40. 18 to 40, pardon me. But for all the people that's coming in, please like the video. Please share the video. If anybody needs my email, creditbuilder475@gmail.com, creditbuilder475@gmail.com. When it comes to credit repair, real estate, consultation, or business credit, whatever you need me to do, me, Jerry, Mark, we will all figure out a plan when it comes to getting you a strategy. So it's not just me. I have a team around me, so I'm not doing this all by myself. When it comes to scenarios, analyzing everybody's file, trying to figure out everything, because a lot of people don't even have to spend nothing, to be honest. Only thing they need to do is just get those inquiries off and stop applying for the same little Mickey Mouse $300 credit card. That's all. Because with somebody having an auto and a house, they can get funding based off of the assets they own. So if they have a 600 credit score, if they have a home, or if they have a car, they can get $100,000 in funding based off of that scenario alone. So for all the people that's coming in saying, well, I don't have the super credit, people that have super credit, they can get a lot of stuff, but people that have fair credit and have an asset, they can get a lot because you can use stated income loans where you don't have to go through the rigmarole of showing tax returns, W-9, and all that good stuff. Because self-employed people, in order how they get funding, as self-employed, a freelancer, elements of like that, they get stated income loans. So commercial real estate is better because you can get the bigger asset to use as a line of credit. 750 score. If you got a 750 score, then you can get a lot when it comes to what me and Mark can do. So if you have a 57 score, if you have a property, if you have a car, even if you was renting, we would tell you rent reporters is one of the best trade lines to add. So rent report, let me do this really quick. I was about to divert to real estate. But now we're gonna do credit stuff off the top. Rent reporters. Okay. For all the people that's coming in, please like the video and also share the video. If you want to come up on the panel, click on that StreamYard link. Click on the StreamYard link. You don't have to show your face. Just don't be a troll. Please don't be a troll. That's the only thing I require. Just don't be a troll. So here we go. So I'm going to share my screen. For all the people that didn't know about rent reporters, you know now. So we got to get everybody just to understand what the website look like. So I'm going to share my screen right now. Okay. So right there, the average increase is 40 points in 10 days. So that helps everybody from clients to me personally when I was renting to boost up my score. Only thing you got to do is just make sure that you have a solid rent history now because you can backdate it from 2 years to 6 months to 5 years. You can literally backdate it. Here you go. So this is rent reporters. The average rent increase is 40 points. People that just need that slight edge. They just need that slight edge. Let's do the math. Because really the slight edge is somebody that has a 650, 660 credit score all around. They could get to the 700s easily. Get my calculator really quick, brief. So let me put the link in the chat. Hold on. Let me put the link in the chat. But if you have a 750, you can do a lot. So DCU Credit Union, they're very lender friendly type of credit union. Okay, messed up. Hold on. DCU Credit Union, SCU Credit Union. So they're all in Maryland, but they're still very lender friendly. So this is pretty much the website. Say if you have a rent amount of that much, they got the calculator. That was my rent. That was my old rent when I was renting. Then when I got the condo, I stopped doing that renting shit. But now the Vegas house, I don't gotta rent no more. Just collect rent. Then when I come back to Vegas, then I'm just gonna kick them out, and I'm not gonna rent a room. I'm just got the whole room to myself. I use the other situation that's in Summerlin to be able to rent out. So this is 2 years. So this is how much in a trade line can be used. So that is gonna be $40,000 if you have 2 years of that much perfect history. You're gonna get a big, nice, chunky type of situation. Maybe federal is good. Yes, if you're in the military, mind you. So this is really big. If you can be able to show the information and backdate that scenario, that's going to be added to your credit report. So say if you don't have that much in rent, say if it's just 750, 712, 16,000, if you got 2 years of positive history, or say if you just got about 8 months, and you're paying $900. That's a trade line that's going to be added to your report. So rent reporters, y'all gotta pay attention. Y'all gotta pay attention, because this is literally what people have been doing all this time. I'm telling you, man, you're gonna. I swear, my channel is gonna get a lot of appreciation in the future, when a lot of people has realized that, wait a minute, hold on, I can just be able to use just 8 months of just solid history of just paying the rent on time. Say if your rent is around $1,700, that's the trade line that gets added to your report. So this is what I'm talking about. Okay, income low-ish, great credit score. What are the options? Okay, income low-ish, great credit score. What are the options? Apple credit card, you can get a lot of good stuff. If somebody was trade line stacking, where they was just buying 2 or 3 trade lines, they can get themselves a high limit credit card with Apple credit card. Only thing you got to do with Apple credit card is just have the Apple ID. You don't have to have an Apple iPhone. You just need to sign up on Apple, pay the fee. Then you got access to Apple credit card when you apply online, mind you, with a laptop. Don't do the applications on a cell phone. That matters, by the way. That truly does matter. But if you're going to be able to go somewhere with low income-ish, 30, 40, 50,000, you can get a $15,000 credit card or a $15,000 loan. But if you have a house, mind you, we can get more funding based off of your house being your net worth. So when you say your house is worth 250,000, yeah, that's real. Apple credit card. You think I'm playing? That is funny. Why do you think I'm playing? You actually have an Apple credit card. So let me type this up. So you guys gonna have to make me type up a lot of stuff. So I got credit unions I need to type up, but let me show Apple credit card for all the people that's coming in. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. Sorry about that. Okay, so let me share my screen so I can be able to show you guys DCU Credit Union and also Apple credit card. But yes, it's very lender friendly because somebody can have a bankruptcy and still get approved for that. And Upstart. Upstart is very lender friendly. SoFi Bank is very lender friendly. So I'm gonna show you guys those as well. Nah, not a gift card. Now we ain't talking about no gift card. This is literally something where you have credit. That is funny. It's a real credit card. That is funny. So somebody that came to me that had good credit, they didn't need any trade lines, they got approved for a $10,000 card. And he had 2 inquiries, mind you. So if he didn't have the inquiries, he probably could have got more if he asked for more. Now, income range, I don't want to put his information down there like that, but you know, he wasn't a big baller. So it didn't take a lot to get approved. They're just very eager to give people Apple credit cards. So this is the link of the application. That's just something to research on. Do your research, do your Googles, mind you. But yes, add rent reporters to this, and you can get a nice limit on this. Like I tell you, just add your rent because you can see if you're just paying $1,700, you got 12 months. It's good standing. Someone that doesn't make a lot, that's a new trade line added to your portfolio. So that's like a somewhat of a free trade line. You know, my trade lines be around 25,000 high limit. You know, the low limits is 5,000, but it has good age history, so that boosts up your score to 50. And let me repeat that again. My low limits is higher age history. That boosts up your score 50 points. But the higher limits, that is going to be 2 to 3 years. So that's just making everything more relevant for everybody. any way to keep business credit off your person. Yes, LLC, your EIN, your DUNS number, but we could get you funded based off of Core Logic. So Core Logic is very lender friendly based off of them still using the same underwriting process back in the 2000s. Everybody that's older than me remembered where it was super easy to get a high limit credit card with damn near hardly any type of documents needed to prove anything. So if you have rent reporters right here, this is going to be a big ass trade line added to your credit report. If you have the good history, use your good history to leverage that into some good credit. But your LLC, you just need to have a good FICO score so you can PG it. So personal guarantor, you're going to need personal guarantor on a lot of stuff. Even with the state of income, you're still going to have to be able to show that one, your income levels is around 40 to 60. If it's not, stated income is literally based off of faith-based situation. But that's faith-based, mind you. So that's literally them taking you in good faith. So this is another credit union. So they accept everybody as well. So this is DCU Credit Union. So Digital Federal Credit Union right here. Here we go. There we go. So if you have a 680 FICO, use rent reporters to give you that 40 to 60 point boost, then you're ready to go when it comes to business credit and you just using your FICO to get approved for the higher limits. Because higher, business trade lines, age corporations, me and Mark, we can get you an age corporation where it's 4 to 7 year age history. That helps you when it comes to the underwriting. That gets you the more lending because you're an established business that has $50,000, $60,000 in credit. Plus, if you have assets already, you can get funding on your personal first, then get funding on the business. A lot of people want to just skip to business. You got to get the personal correct. You got to get your personal straight before you do anything. But this is very lender friendly. And they also have it where you can do a double dip, where you can get a personal credit card and a personal line of credit with the same hard inquiry. So one hard inquiry can get you 2 credit products. Hope that sinks in for everybody. You can get 2 credit products with one hard inquiry with DCU. I hope my screen isn't too fuzzy. My shit can be fuzzy looking at the replays. So they're a fintech company. So fintech, remember and notice something. SoFi Bank, Upstart, and other fintech banks, they're very lender friendly. So only thing you just got to do, man, get your rent reporters, start reporting all the backdate rent. Say if you just have a good history of 6 months, say if you was 6 months strong, that's $10,000 trade line added. Added to your credit report. So put 2 and 2 together, y'all. Rent reporters is only $10 a month. So get you whatever you need. Discover card. They're kind of easy to get. But DCU Credit Union, open up account, put your deposits in the bank. Make sure that your FICO is nice and pretty for them. So use rent reporters, use Experian Boost. That's very good. Experian Boost. That's still good. So if you can get $10,000 on the personal credit, you get a $15,000 personal credit. So you got $25,000 on this credit union. You move on to the next credit union, and that'll be DCU Credit Union. Hold on, give me one moment. DCU Credit Union. Hold on, let me do that really quick. No, not DCU. SECU. Pardon me. They're all in Maryland, mind you, but they accept everybody nationwide. So please remember this. DCU, very lender friendly. Please remember that. But you having your business and your personal setup where you're not taking and dipping in money in your business checking account because you're breaking the corporate veil. I hope people know that when you're creating an LLC, don't break the corporate veil. Because your business credit cards is like your business cash. So that's where if you want to buy real estate property, do it on the business credit card instead of doing that on your personal credit card. So that has one advantage when it comes to business credit, where if you have 25,000 in business credit, where you got the business credit card, business line of credit, and you found a property that's around 150,000, you can do seller financing with 15,000 if the person is in a bind, mind you. And you get the title of the property, then you use a construction loan to be able to have it where you can get the title of the owner, the mortgage of trust or the deed of trust to you. It will be in your name. You can use that to get a construction loan. You can also make money off of a wraparound loan. That's also another opportunity that people can do. So the wraparound, you can be able to have access to the property. You built it up. How can I put this? If you have a messed up duplex that is worth 180, but if it was fully renovated, worth 340, you need to get that property under contract under 180. In order for it to economically make sense, in order for the numbers to make sense, you got to take your business credit card. You can be able to cash it out completely. You can write a cash advance or get a cash advance on your business credit and leverage it where for 6 months, it doesn't show up on your credit because it's on your business credit card. So that's a nifty way. A lot of people do use that. That's actually a very nifty way how to play the credit card game. Just have everything on your business credit, create another LLC, branch off, have another set asides for an age corporation, because age corporation is how Ty Lopez made his big break. So Ty Lopez, he's the Mr. I'm here in my garage. Yeah, that's him. He took $8,000, bought an age corporation, and got $400,000 in funding from these credit unions, mind you, and used all that money to do his marketing. Now he's connected with multimillionaires. You see him with Obama, Trump. You see him with all of the A-list people based off him getting marketing ads when marketing ads was really cheap in 2012. So this is a credit union that allows people nationwide, nationwide, very lender friendly, and that you can double dip here. So that means you can be able to go get your personal line of credit and you can apply for the business line of credit as well. So they have their business banking, they have very flexible lending, commercial mortgages, business lines of credit. So that means if you're doing seller financing, you can literally leverage them where you can get a loan on the asset with them 75%. So say if you use the $15,000 to get to $150,000 property, you can get access to a loan close to 120 going to this bank. Or you can go to a hard money lender and do the same thing where you're putting the 15 down, you're giving the owner $900 a month, but you're renting it out for $1,600, $1,700 a month. Get that wedge, get the money. 6 months, go to this credit union, or you can go to another hard money lender, Uplift Capital, very lender friendly as well, and real estate based. So they're a hard money lender-esque type credit union. So Uplift Capital, I got to type that up for everybody. So all the people that's coming in, please like the video. Please like the video. If you want to come up on the panel. Uplift Capital. There we go. So Uplift, they're in Florida, but they allow lending for everybody. So they're opening up their doors to any and everybody. Mind you, the data points, 680 FICO. And if you got a low FICO, you can use Rent Reporters. The links is all in the chat. Links are all in the chat. There we go. So let me share my screen one more time. Okay, here we go. There we go. So Uplift is both a hard money and construction loan type of scenario. So you can get both deals, Uplift Capital. And you can have a low FICO with them. It don't really matter. So only thing you need to have is a property on contract. You have to have the property on your name, title, deed of trust, mortgage of trust, whatever state that you're in. And you can be able to get the line of credit based on the asset. So that'll be collateralized. So that's cross collateralization that you can get when it comes to this. And say if you have good FICO and you find a property, that's even better. But they're really based on the asset or the business of itself. So they're more generated on how much does the business make, what's the net operating income, what's the revenues, what's the gross margin, what's the area, your expenses, and you gotta be able to get that rent roll from the owner or the trailing 12, but you gotta get all of the necessaries of data to be able to leverage that in your favor. So you got to negotiate the property always where it's not overpriced, because we can't do the Zillow prices, man. We got to get everything off market, pre-foreclosures, list pendants, defaults. We got to figure out those type of deals, not doing unnecessary stuff. But that is Uplift Capital. So they're a hard money business loan lender, fintech bank. So I'm going to share my screen one more time. So people need to understand Rent Reporters is your friend. So let me put that back in the chat. So let me copy and paste that. You can use good rent history to boost your score. Okay. Okay, so let's look at some property deals really quick. So let me log in the prop stream. For all the people that's still listening in, please like the video. Please like the video. Open panel as well. Don't forget that. If any zip codes that you need me to look at, please type it in the chat. Or for all the people that's in my community, put the zip codes in there so I can be able to figure out what area you need me to look at. because this is market research for everybody. We doing market research when you don't want to do market research, because that is some grueling stuff, trying to be able to figure out based off of the numbers on who is who, what is what, and also contact a realtor to be able to have it where you have boots on the ground when trying to do real estate. So let me do that really quick. Okay, so I got to do some business really quick. So let me pay my renewal check right now. So let me pay my renewal ship right now. So let me pay $100 holler right now, so I can be able to log into this damn thing. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let me get Propstering. Take their money. Okay. Okay, so what is low in stock right now? What is low in stock? In what way? Are we talking stocks or are we talking real estate? Because you got to preference that a little better. So let me do this really quick. And what means by you mean low in stock? I'm kind of lost there. Because in the stock market world, tech stocks is getting beat up. In the real estate world, people are leaving California in droves. So if we're talking about stock market, anything that's in the technology world is getting beaten up. That's why we're shorting this stuff. It's the stock market. Okay. So yeah, tech stocks is getting beaten up. Banking stocks is getting beaten up. Russian stocks is getting obliterated. A lot of people are shorting the stock market when it comes to the Russian market. So we are poking the Russian bear on that one. But I'm not focused on tech stocks per se, unless they're cybersecurity. Only that's my only thing when it comes to that. So let me do this really quick. But yeah, the stock market, the bond market is doing good though. So bonds are doing good. So when the market is getting crushed like this, the bond market is doing good. That's like a known fact. Everybody that's involved in the stock market, you're not a real trader if you don't know that. That's why I kind of got pissed off when Dana was like, I don't know why y'all talking about stocks. Because we're making money off the bear market. I don't get you. It says that the Ukraine and Russia conflict is having gas prices. Yeah, man. That's the whole link of the $8 holla type situation in gas. So Braxton link is right here. So let me copy and paste that link for you, so I can give it to you personally. Because yeah, we pretty much getting mentally prepared for $8 gas. Because I don't see Biden doing, which that is fucked up. $8 is insane, man. You don't understand. People can't possibly make any type of profit margin when it comes to DoorDash. Because DoorDash, Uber drivers, they're going to have all of that problem. Okay, so now I can sign in because I had to renew that really quick. Okay, let me do that again. So PropStream got their money. Okay. Get rid of these tabs really quick. Clear up all these credit union tabs. Okay. I swear PropStream always take the longest. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay. Let's just do Houston. Because the Texas apartment market is going to be booming because there's going to be a lot of Californians that's going to need housing. It's going to be straight booming. That and the Atlanta market, because you're going to have a lot of California and New Yorkers that's going to need some housing. Okay. Electric vehicle anyway? Electric vehicle. That is funny. Negotiate fuel surcharge 12.5% for truckers. That's a smart move. It's a smart move. Yeah, it's a smart move for trucking because truckers is gonna get beaten up when it comes to the expense. Yeah, Braxton, that is hilarious, ain't it? That is funny. That's bad because everybody's getting eaten up when it comes to those expenses because discretionary, you don't even got no money for discretionary. You got to put your money in gas, man. Realtors, they're gonna get eaten up because a lot of realtors don't be living in the areas that they be selling properties and they be showing all their peoples around. So let's do commercial. Matter of fact, vacant land. That's what we're gonna do. That's for all the people that want to build something or doing land flip. Okay. So that's all the vacant land in Houston. Well, vacant residential land, mind you. This is a commercial land lot. Okay, there we go. So those are all the particulars. So only how we can find out all the detail is look at the MLS. They pulled it off the market. They tried to sold it for 89,000. 242 days on the market. If they're selling that, they probably got more properties that they want to offload. So let's see how many other properties that they own. That's their estimated values in property. That's their equity. So that's their cash liquid. That's their loan balance. So they're pretty much single family. So this is their residential, probably. And this is probably their first investment due to the fact of the age history. I think they've been in this property longer than this, just by, common sense. That's their loan. If you can find out how much that they owe, you can do seller financing, make it a little more easier. Yes, Biden has an executive order on crypto regulation. So for all y'all crypto enthusiasts, Biden is cracking down on the cryptocurrency market. So yes, that's true. For all the people that's in the chat, stay on topic. Mickey, stay on topic. I love y'all in the chat, but stay on topic. Missouri City, Texas. Okay. Now, you can copy and paste all of these addresses right now. For all the people that's in Texas, if you can provide a cash offer and assign it to a cash buyer where you can make $15,000 on the fee, that's good. So that's their first mortgage. That's the docket number. Lender's name, the interest rate, and that's how much he borrowed. So he's trying to sell it for 89,000. And this is zoned for commercial property. Somebody can build on this area and be able to make some money. So let's see how many fix and flips are in this neighborhood. So the comps go for 245 if it's face value. 245, that's the face value. I'm waiting for all these others to load up. Okay, we got 36 fix and flips in the neighborhood. They get it for 163 and they flip it for 233. So that's their gross net profit. If you can get access to a commercial vacant lot, get a construction loan. Say if you negotiate it, you would have to negotiate it at 85 instead of 80, 88, 89, 83. Give him at least something to walk out the table with. But your construction loan, say you ask for 150,000, and say the build cost is 89, and that's really a duplex. So you're not building an apartment building, you're just getting a duplex. That is your spread in between. You would take the spread and get involved in more seller financing deals. So you would separate that with 3. You take that 20,000, you find another property owner that's ranged around 150, 200,000. Take that 20, you work out the details, or you can use that 20,000 to get you a good lawyer, and you start negotiating the commercial end properties where you can do the cash out a little bigger. But if they're getting it around this margin, and if you're getting this for 89 or lower, you're under that market range. You're not overspending, because they're flipping it for 240. And you probably can push the price to 260 when you're selling it. No problem, Braxton. I want everybody to see that, because I got to give everybody sources so they know I'm not just talking. Because we gotta bring sources for everything. So the tax assessment is 45,000. So this is how much the commercial vacant land lot is estimated by the county. So this is Harris County. Property owner. So Mr. Karaoke Trammell, okay, that's his land value. Try to offer him a cash value property price, and you try to work, if you can work with him, because he's probably underwater where he's razor thin tight because his loan cost $80,000. He's trying to sell this bad boy for 89, mind you. Messing up. I'm trying to find those $20,000, $15,000 land lots because those are the diamond in the rough. If I'm going to be honest, so let me filter this down a little. I'm getting residential vacant lots that are like at the millions. So that's like $1 million neighborhood if it's like that. So that's where your athlete ballers be living at. But really, most of the people that got money are in the Woodland Hills with them Spanish style $1 million mansion houses. So that's okay. I'm gonna find an individual. I don't want to find a corporation because that's unnecessary work that we don't have to do. Okay. I do want to find a lien, but I don't want to completely filter this down too much. So let's do the property characteristics. Days on the MLS. Damn, I want to find failed, but it doesn't have failed MLS anymore. So let me do this thing. Okay. Probably can't find the 15 to 20,000 unless it's bank owned. So let's say our barrier of entry is 70 to 90,000 because this doesn't matter here. This irrelevant. We're trying to negotiate this one to the point of 170, and you can build on that on the property. Okay, so my guy right here, he tried to sell it for 50. That's even better. I was talking about 75. You want to sell it for 50. Let's see if you could probably get it for 35. Maybe you can knock it down, chop them down to 35. Because I was thinking 75. He was trying to sell it for 70. What else he got? Because he probably want to sell his other properties. Okay. Millionaire. $1 million in equity, $1 million in value. So yes, he's a millionaire. So 8 properties. Okay. Houston. Another vacant land lot. So here's what we're going to do. We would try to chop the price down where he will not be getting $1 million because that's not profitable for you. You would try to lock up the contracts 65 to 70% of the equity value. You're going to have to chop that price down so when you get access to the properties, you can get access to his potential equity and value and some. Because you can build on this. So you can build on 8 unit, chop this completely down, 8 unit, rezone it to commercial, get your zoning lawyer. That's why I tell you, find a zoning lawyer in this area so you can rezone this motherfucker. And if you can charge how much in rent, so let me see how much is the rent in this market. So let me scroll over here. So you can charge $1,800 a month in rent with a 15%, 15% gross yield. That's very high. So let's get the area really quick. So let's look at Google and check this area out. $1,800 a month. Rezone it so we can get an 8 unit. What we do there? There we go. Okay. Okay, that's the street view. If we can rezone it, because we just need a sizable backyard, and have most of that backyard that has the units. If we can't do 8, a 5-bedroom, but expanding is definitely needed though. So this is in the same neighborhood. So this is in the vicinity. Neighborhood look. Okay. Okay, so I can skip trace any address, and I can do virtual driving for dollars. And for all the people that is driving a lot, please do Deal Machine. Use Deal Machine so you can be able to get access to all vacant properties or any properties that look run down. You send them a cash offer, and you send that to your cash buyer. Or you can take over the payments and financing, because you can do the same method. Just find a distressed owner. That would be something in mind. But this neighborhood goes for 150 to 160. The owner, he wants to sell it for 50,000. So he wants to sell his vacant land lot, his residential, for 50,000. If you get under contract for 35, then that's a profitable entry gain. So you overestimate your construction loan so you can be able to use the money as a net profit. So say if the building square footage would cost, say you estimated at $55 a square foot, and you built it out to be 2,500 square foot. Per square footage, that is your construction loan. Now, that is how much, based off of the build of overestimating getting a 2,500 square foot home. Yes, you'll be the biggest home in the neighborhood, but you're trying to get the 5-6 bedroom deal, so you can charge $700, maybe $900 a room if you want to be generous. But these are all the neighborhood properties in this neighborhood. Most of these properties would go for 160, 180 if it was fully renovated. And remember, one of these properties can be sold for 300,000, and they're gonna leverage that to the fullest. Everybody that's gonna go on Zillow, they're gonna say, well, this property over here sold for 300,000, so my property over here should be sold for 300,000 as well. Then that's when you're gonna have to give them the rundown where, ma'am or sir, the property inside your house isn't fully renovated. Plus, the property right here probably has a kitchen island where you don't have a kitchen island. Then that's where you got to hit the comparison level when it comes to that. But this neighborhood right here, 160 maximum. But remember, this owner, he wants to sell the property for 50,000. The value of the property is at 147. So you're getting already $100,000 in profit just by land flipping it. Because he wants to sell it for 35. if you give him $40,000 for the land, because he pulled it out recently, mind you. Say if you gave him $40,000, you're walking in to over $100,000 in profit. Please take note of this, people, ladies and gentlemen. Please take note of this, because this is very important off the range of you can be able to see, okay, land flipping is easy. Land flipping can be considered easy, or you can build on the land, because really I want you to build on the land. Try to expand this where you don't do the 3-2, you do the 5-3, 1,400 square foot. So let me recalculate that. So I overestimated that one. So let's do the correct estimate. So say you got 55 times 1417. There you go. 1417. That is your estimated construction cost. Say if the job only costs 50 with labor and materials, plus you're using your business credit card to pay for the materials, and you always try to get the manufacturer connection when it comes to lumber, wood, nails, hammers, seesaws, and a lot of people are using a pickup truck to put the crane on when it comes to the construction build. But this is your net profit at closing. So that is your war chest. So use that for any repairs that may come up, any type of cost or build, or you can use that for your next deal to leverage the money and increase your velocity of your money, leveraging your lenders, $80,000 construction loan, $50,000 in total cost, $30,000 to deploy on another property. You're using a 2-for-1 deal on that. That's one of the best leveraging things of real estate. So you can get that, build upon it. But please remember that vacant lot. Please remember that vacant lot address, y'all. That's something where you can get access to that property for $35, $40 and save you lots and lots of money, man. Y'all can save quite a bit. So let's look at the pre-foreclosures. So the auction dates, okay, they already know every auction date has passed. Cool. No problem. All of these has literally passed. Okay. Is there any ones in the future? Or does Texas the 3 months out? I need to do that research, because we need auction dates to be like in May. That gives you enough time to get in between that deal. So that's why I say that. That gives you enough time to get in between the deal. You can stop the foreclosure with the lawyer, or they can be able to get a lawyer to stop the foreclosure. Then you can be able to get up the terms. You can be able to do the assignment, which you need to do. Okay. Okay. Active bankruptcy. On the market for 200 days. Oh, I messed up. 20 days. Got that. Okay. Delete that. Okay, so let me just delete the bankruptcy, because I thought I can find everything like that. There has to be somebody that has a property forever. There we go. So I would make a discounted offers or seller financing on these people because they've been in the market forever. You would come in as an angel at this point because these people has been on the market for 200 days and up. This is damn near just as good as failed MLS for people that failed 3 or 4 times trying to get their property closed. Okay, so here's the property. Here's the equity. They got 2 loans on the property, so they took 2 mortgages out. Oh, take forever to get this property sold in the neighborhood. So it'd take a year to get property sold in this area. So Stephanie Bree Walker, there we go. She want to sell this for $580. As we can see, the comp sells for dramatically less. I don't know if the lady's delusional or if she saw the highest comp in the neighborhood and tried to use that as a justification for that high price of $580 when the neighborhood only goes for $356, and it takes a year and some change to get sold on the market. So that's not good. It's not good at all. Okay. So people in this neighborhood is actually losing money. So the 10 fix and flips, people bought it too high at $524, and they wound up taking a loss in the long run. That's not good. It's not good. So what you do is you learn from that investor's mistake. You try to get it hopefully under 380. And you can find somebody that has a lien problem, that where if you don't buy it, if you had $40,000 up front, you can do seller financing, get access to the property, make money in the sandwich spread in between the rents. So this is not for people that says, well, I don't got the whole entire money. I don't got $400,000. If you had your business credit cards, $40,000, somebody in this neighborhood is going to take that $40,000 and give you access to their property and give you the note. So the rent is $2,700 a month, 5.6% yield in this area. So the property is a 4.2, 3,000 square foot. Oh, big house. So I'm gonna copy this address before I do that. If somebody had 45,000 liquid, you could get access to this property because this person has been on the market forever. We just gonna call it a spade a spade. This person has been on the market forever. They can't really be too judgy. People can't be too judgy. We got 8 bank accounts. Okay. The person can't be too judgy. So 45,000 can get you access to this property. Airbnb, each room, $55 a night times 30 nights. Oh, no, I fucked up. 55 times 30. That's 1,600 times 4 rooms. That's how much? 45,000. And if you work out payment plan where you gave them 3,500 for 180 months, that's how much you get in spread. So your 45,000 gets you a cash on cash return of 37,000 per year. So let me repeat that again. Your 40 to 45,000 gets you that much in spread. Plus, in 6 months, you're refinancing out the property. You're using a wraparound to get a loan in 6 months. Because this property right here, it probably has a construction issue, probably has something wrong with it inside. But if it doesn't have a problem, if it's already built up to the T's, to the nines, then it's just overly priced. So you got to chop that at least 490, 500,000. You got to chop that by 800,000. Because with seller financing, you can get it at a higher price. You're just getting access to the property so you can get the rents for like 8 years. So you're getting that for 8 years off of a $45,000 down pay. So you're just sandwich spreading that, times that by 8 years. That's how much you get access when it comes to Airbnb-ing it and finding someone that's been in a tough spot that doesn't know what to do. You're their angel. You're their guide. They're gonna go to you. Once you build the rapport, if you come with $45,000 with a cashier's check and they've been in the market for 257 days, literally the entire 2021 has been messed up for them. Their whole entire 2021 is messed up. They thought they was gonna probably profit very big. They thought they was gonna be able to say, well, the market is going up, the market is going up. Person probably was so happy and giddy just to realize that nobody's not buying at my price. If you have $45,000 and work $3,500 a month for 180 months with maybe a 4% interest, they can be able to use that. And you break down the terms of that, you'll be very good. You'll be in safe hands when it comes to this. But Stephanie Bree Walker here, she needs an angel. She needs an angel. She probably is going to say, well, I want a little more up front. She's probably going to say, I want a little more up front. In exchange for up front, you can charge for more interest. Shar, respect to you. Salute to you, Shar. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for everybody that's coming in that's still listening to me. So let's look at this neighborhood. So let me look at this neighborhood. So we broke down the numbers. This is how much, $2,700 a month in rent. Her estimated equity, okay, that's because she bought it for too high. So she bought it in 2018 for 566. So she bought it for too high. Now she's trying to fork it off to somebody else higher. Seller financing might work with her. You would just have to break down what is seller financing and what is the overall just of it. But if you do owner financing with this person, you can get a good spread off the Airbnb. Doing the numbers with us, just breaking the numbers down for everybody, we can get everybody in a good opportunity level. So let me do this one time. Okay. 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 My screen is messing up. Hold on. Ugh. Try to get this area. So that's 2805 Hillmar Drive. 2805 Hillmar Drive. So see, This been on the MLS forever. This person is willing to work, has to be willing to work. Because see, she tried to sell this for $625, didn't work. Tried to sell it for $580, still didn't work. What else did she try to sell it for? I know she got another price. It says here, get a 72. That's funny, a refund buying this house. I wonder if it's a tax abatement, a housing abatement refund. How do you get a refund based off of this? Let's go on my favorite one, Redfin. So it's been on the market for 200 days, 252 days. So yeah, and this is a problem, and shows you that there is a real estate bubble. It just shows that yes, there is a bubble, and a lot of these neighborhoods, a lot of investors put themselves in a very tough spot. I'm trying to get this to load. Hold on. A lot of investors put themselves in very, very tough spots when it comes to investing. They bought the property at 566 and trying to sell it to you for 580. We can't do it like that. Seller financing would be her best bet so she doesn't completely lose on the deal. You come and say you have $45,000 liquid cash. You set up $3,500 a month in payments for 180 months. You can be able to do the Airbnb and rent that bad boy out, $55 per night. Times that by 30, times that by 4-bedroom. There's a lot of people that will do the Airbnb with random people, especially now. We talking about the age of people literally downsizing, so they'll do it now. Trust me, there's a lot of people that will rent to random ass people. I won't do it. When it comes to living in with a room with random ass people, I don't know, but people will do it. That is funny, like a hostel. Yeah. Yes, technically it would be considered as a hostel, but you're trying to get maximum rent. Your job is to get $1,600 per room off the Airbnb, because Airbnb, they're going to take their fee. So that's why people will do the $55 a night, times that by 30, times by 4-bedroom, and try to be able to figure that out like that. Like maximizing rents, saying rent increase is going to go up. People are using office spaces and turning them into loft apartments, which that is one of the most smartest things ever. And like I said, one day when I fully grow up, I'll invest in lofts and do office building conversions to a loft apartment so I can charge $3,000 a month. And so you can charge $3,000 a month in rent too. So you can be the big kahuna fish. So this is an open panel for all the people that's coming in. Like the video, please click on the link, open panel. If you have a zip code that you need me to look into. Yeah, a lot of office people are getting their ass whipped because of the lockdowns. So opportunity where people are in New York, y'all got to figure out, one, how much debt is in those buildings. A title company, I can do a hard title search. Then with the title search, you can be able to find out the financial health of the owner, see if there's any encumbrance, any type of liens that you got to inherit. And please study the law to make sure if you do get a property that has a person with a lien on it, do you inherit the liens, or does the lien stay with the owner? That's also another thing that you want to do research when it comes to the legalese, when it comes to contract law, real estate law, those specific terms to figure out when you do get this building, do you gotta take over that when it comes to purchase, a full outright purchase of a building. you're just trying to figure out that so you can be able to at least get another good opportunity for yourself, man, because you ain't trying to get to these properties too expensive. But let's go to a different market. Let's go to New York. I want to see properties that's been on the New York market forever. So let me put this into a barrel. So it's the Bronx. There we go. The Bronx. Okay. Bronx County. Okay, 600 on the MLS. A lot of pre-foreclosures. Notice of list pendants. Perfect. Recording date. Duplex. Triplex. There we go. Try to chop this down to 450, 550 if you can. Seller financing in New York. That's where I'm gonna have to use my New York realtor on this one because I'm trying to figure out a good entry price so I don't have to overspend unnecessaries. Let's click on this one. Okay, on the market. Okay, so this neighborhood goes for 463, 8 properties, 115. Julian Reyes. So that is his lender. That's how much he owes. 99,000. Well, that's the original loan amount. That's his lender right there. Once again, let's look at how much is taxes in this area. So the tax assessment, the tax amount is $2,100. The assessed value is 34,000. Land value is only 10,000. Whoa. You're telling me that Bronx County got this at this low? Wow. Take advantage, y'all. Take advantage. Take advantage if you can. 749, 10 days in the market. Let's look at the comps. Because we gotta chop this price down. We gotta get that at 450. But we gotta wait probably for him to be on the market for like 1,000 days. Then he'll understand. He'll have to come down 450, 550. Probably get him at 625. If you had liquid cash, say if you had $40,000, $50,000 up front, then work out seller financing. Then you can probably get in between if he's struggling that hard, mind you. Because you're undercutting the realtor doing seller financing, which that's what I try to do every single time. Okay, so the fix and flippers in this neighborhood, they get in these properties for $447 and they flip it for $663 for a $200,000 net profit on each fix and flip. Well, how long does it take them to sell these properties on the market? So we got to look at how long does it take these people. 200 days, 250 days. Ooh. So it'd take up almost all of the year, except for these two. 135, 180. This dude, he got it for 375 and he flipped it for 800,000. I want to know who this person is. I want to skip trace him and send him more deals. That could potentially be a cash buy because he got the money. He got cashed out $810,000. So he has the money to buy another deal. So if he got it for 375, you pretty much got his barometer. So you can get up on the phone and say, I can get you properties under 350. And when he was about to cut you off and about to get you off the phone and try to get you up out the phone really quick, you then found out that, wait a minute, you can give me properties under 350 in Bronx. Then that's where you can negotiate your marketing fee with the realtor if you're going to do it with a realtor, or try to get that wholesale real estate fee when it comes to using your lawyer with you. So I'm trying to find the seller of this deal. I'm trying to find the fix and flipper. There we go. Here's the fix and flipper right here. Try to use this person as a potential cash buyer. Phantom Properties. There we go. Oh, Phantom Partners. Okay. They got an office building. Okay, so they're in, it says here, Colorado Springs. Okay, so they have two companies. They're in Fresh Meadows, New York. If you can't find the number on the buyer, contact the agent. Find the agent's information. Where is the agent information? Go to the transaction history to find the agent's information. I need to find that realtor. Okay. Now, my only mission is to find that realtor so you can be able to see, okay, you have cash buyers. I can find property deals in the same neighborhood. I can find cash property deals in the same neighborhood that your investors bought. Let's work a deal. That is literally you trying to get in between everything at hand and try to figure out, okay, here's what we're going to do. Phantom Property Partners, you would use LexisNexis and you can find who owns this property. Well, who's the cash buyer? Well, cash buyer and also the person that fix and flip the deal. So you can do a 2-for-1. You would see if Gabrielle was interested in seller financing, or if Gabrielle was interested in more investment properties, you would use LexisNexis to find the owner of this so you can send them deals. Because finding a New York cash buyer has to be like the most valuable thing. If you can find somebody that buys in New York, you are definitely in there. So let's see how many properties that they own. So the couple, they own 2 properties, $1 million in value, $675,000 in equity, and they got a huge loan balance to pay off. How much is the rent in the area? So this is the rent in the area, $2,400 a month. That's the gross yield that you're gonna get. You know, fix and flips. Ugh. Let's see what else is in the Bronx. Okay, there we go. But Phantom Partners, I need to find that person because they made a hell of a flip. So these are all the fix and flippers. If you can skip trace, the fix and flip people get access to a phone number or an agent, somebody that has a cash buyers in. That's one end that you got knocked out. You just need to get the leads of the seller on your side and figure out what you need to do. So as we can see, let me scroll to the left. And make the map screen bigger. Okay. Okay, this is for my New Yorkers. So these are all of the listings for all the people that are familiar with a certain area in New York, in the replay, and watching. These are all the listing leads when it comes to pre-foreclosure. So they're all over the city. All over the city. So we got 25 in this inner cuffed. All over in Bronx County. Okay. Monthly rent. Estimated equity. So seller financing might work because they have little equity. So if you have 50, 70, that's stretching it. On one property deal, you could probably spread that around in other states, in New Jersey. But if you did have the money at 50 to 70,000, the owner would be the bank. You would do that as a down payment. You set up the terms, figure out how much per rent that you can charge, and try to get that sandwich deal in between. So you're doing this on every single model. No matter what is the price, no matter what's the market, you're just trying to be able to get that in between money. But thank you for everybody that support. I'm gonna wrap this up. Give me some more dinner. But I appreciate everybody that tuned in. If anybody needs my email when it comes to consultations, credit repair, or me getting you funded based off of you already having assets, having a car, and you want to be able to get funding every 3 months, creditbuilder475@gmail.com. Creditbuilder475@gmail.com. If you have a lot of stuff on your credit report and need to repair, I can be able to help you when it comes to that. We can work on a lower price, get you to repair, then get you the trade lines that you need, then focus on the credit unions that we discussed. So I appreciate everybody. I thank everybody that showed support. And if anybody wants to donate, my Cash App is Mr. Perfect 20G. That's $ Mr. Perfect 23G is my Cash App. So I appreciate everybody. Thank everybody. Braxton, I see you. Shark, appreciate you. Shar, see you. I love everybody that shows support. I love everybody that tunes in. And one thing is best, please focus on getting a good, reliable source of credit unions. Get involved with them, build relationships early. Then when you're ready, you can be able to go and get what you need, because Chase is going to give you 4,000. With one of these credit unions, they're going to give you 15. So I appreciate everybody. Thank you. I'm Real Deal Financial. If you need my email, creditbuilder475@gmail.com. That's creditbuilder475@gmail.com. Appreciate you. Have a good night. Bye-bye.